The subject that I'm wanting to do for this history video will be about the House of Mouse, aka the Walt Disney Company's Saturday morning segments, or blocks at the time. And one of these blocks was Disney's One Saturday Morning, or I should say ABC Kids. Now, Disney's One Saturday Morning existed since 1997 to 2011. And for those people who grew up in the 2000s, never heard of it, but I sure hope everyone did watch one program on ABC Kids. Now, ABC Kids wasn't as good as it used to be, as i.e., someone told me that their recent lineup consisted of reruns of older Disney shows. Only reruns of older Disney content. Now, how did this brand get to be, and why did it go defunct? In this video, we're going to find that out. So the Walt Disney Company in 1996 acquired and bought ABC, with the Capital Cities / ABC Incorporated Group. And ABC's Saturday morning segment aired such Disney produced product series like The Mighty Ducks, Jungle Cubs, and Gargoyles. It was one of the two networks at the time that prominently carried Disney programming on Saturday mornings. ABC wasn't the only one that got affected by it. CBS also carried Disney cartoon. CBS were mostly television spin-offs of Disney's science films, whereas ABC's were mostly other Disney properties. After Disney formally took over ABC's operations, Disney head Michael Eisner sought to create a Saturday morning block that was different from those carried by its competitors at the time, in order to compete against the two challengers from 1995 and 1990, Fox Kids and Kids WB. So, this project was set in 1997 with the introduction of Disney's One Saturday Morning. The block premiered as a 2-hour sub-block within the ABC Saturday morning lineup. It was originally supposed to debut on September 6th, 1997, but due to the funeral of Princess Diana, the premiere has been pushed to September 13th. One Saturday Morning featured 2 parts, 3 hours of regularly scheduled cartoons, and a 2-hour flagship show which included segments, comedy skits, and a virtual world with hashtags which have been proposed, along with new episodes of the 3 animated series. Doug, a Nicktoon, which was popular and has been snatched from Nickelodeon by Disney in 1996 after the acquisition of Jumbo Pictures, the company that produced Doug. Then there's Recess and Pepper Ann. Now keep in mind, Doug was previously been produced by Nickelodeon and Jumbo Pictures, but then Doug received strong interest from other networks. One of these networks was ABC. So that happened. Then there's Recess and Pepper Ann, which were also been produced by Disney. Now, Disney's Doug, or Nickelodeon's Doug, Recess and Pepper Ann were each normally given 40-minute time slots at their time. The extended 10 minutes during each show slots were for one Saturday morning's interstitial segments and educational features. Yeah, one Saturday morning too had to comply with this CTA, the Children's Television Act. CTA, not to be confused with the Chicago Transit Authority. The segments of the block were originally hosted by Charlie, portrayed by Jessica Purnell, now an attorney for the block's first season in 1997, and later Mimi, voiced by Valerie Ray Miller, beginning in September 1998. Segments were also featured an elephant by the name of Jelly Roll, voiced by the stand-up comedian and actor Brad Garrett, who served as a sidekick to the human host. School Rock, a longtime essential of ABC Saturday morning in block since 1973, also aired as an interstitial segment during the Bugs Bunny and Tweety Show, the non-only Disney cartoon Into the Block, which would air until 2000 when the carriage contract with Warner Brothers was exhausted and expired. Yeah, Bugs Bunny and Tweety Show was the WB original that was on a Disney block, posing as their evil arch nemesis. I don't know what the big deal is, but if companies want to partner with the companies that they want to compete it with, that's fine by me. Disney's One Saturday Morning was a massive success and became one of the first Saturday morning blocks to overtake Fox Kids and led to the downfall of that block. Yeah, as I mentioned, and what Medora Entertainment had mentioned, that Fox Kids has once been the king of kids' TV and ratings since 1992. But now, in 1998, it was dethroned and was dethroned by ABC's One Saturday Morning. Yeah, Fox Kids lost the weekend ratings lead to that block. Too bad, so sad. It remained competitive in its second season, beating all Fox Kids shows except for Power Rangers. In fall of 2000, the block received a brand new identity in the fall of that year. This was followed by the shorts and hosted segments being discontinued on December 16th in a reformatting of the ABC block. By this time, the interstitials within the block were regated to bumpers and program promotions. In the fall of 2001, live-action shows were added to the One Saturday Morning lineup via Zoog Hour. An hour-long sub-block featuring the Disney Channel's original series, Lizzie and McGree, and Eamon Stevens. The sub-block advertised and promos for Disney's One Saturday Morning promoting in Zoog Disney. On September 6th, 1999, a spin-off block to Disney's One Saturday Morning, Disney's 1-2 was introduced on UPN, replacing UPN Kids. Produced through a time lease agreement between Disney and UPN, the block initially aired on weekdays, and also once again aired on Sundays. By later on, Disney's 1-2 would meet its discontinuation of fate, like UPN Kids, nearly 3 or 4 years later in 2003. The 1-2 branding was removed, and then soon 1-2 was canceled. On July 23rd, 2001, the Walt Disney Company purchased Fox Family Worldwide, as well as Saban, an in-house production of Power Rangers. Yeah, all the in-house productions that include Power Rangers, along with Fox Family Worldwide, along with Fox Kids Europe, Latin America, and the Middle East, have been sold to Disney for a heavy cost. Because of an easy decision, because of the ratings of Fox's children's programming has dropped precipitously, they said Fox Kids had become a liability and couldn't keep up anymore. And later, back in 2002, when I was born at the time, Fox Kids died not long after. Ended up getting replaced by the 4Kids Entertainment Fox Box, which was owned by 4Kids Entertainment, and then later on, Fox Box was canceled in 2008. Prominent to Fox Kids, Disney rebranded, or ABC or Disney rebranded one Saturday morning to ABC Kids. With that, some probably the Power Rangers and some Disney Channel shows were added to the lineup. Now, the block airs most of the reruns of this original series on Disney Channel. NBA Inside Stuff also began airing on the block as a result of ABC's acquisition of the broadcast television rights to the NBA from NBC, where the series originally premiered in 1992, beginning the 2002-2003 season's Christmas Day game. Inside Stuff continued to air on ABC Kids till 2004. By later on in the 2000s, Fox Family was renamed to ABC Family and introduced a new block called ABC Family Action Block, which has been retitled to Jetix. In the fall of 2004, ABC Kids almost exclusively carried live-action and animated series from Disney Channel. As a result, the short-lived film More, which had been airing in reruns since the summer 2004 recess, which was airing in reruns on the block since it ended in 2001, has been dropped from the lineup. With the expanded regulation of federally mandated educational programming guidelines defined by the Federal Communications Commission's Children's Television Act, ABC chose to fulfill the 3-hour quota by carrying selected episodes of Disney Channel's live-action comedy and animated series. Anywhere between 9 and 13 episodes from a given season featuring moral lessons or educational iniquities. The episodes were selected by Standards and Practices Division of the network, the ABC's Standards and Practices Department, and any educational consults who were attached to the shows. Beginning in the 2007-2008 season, ABC Kids consisted mainly of repeat episodes of Disney Channel's sitcoms and animated series. The Emperor's New School, The Replacements, and Hannah Montana. Those were the last Disney Channel series to be added to the block in 2006. In March 2010, ABC decided to stop providing a 3-hour block of EI-compliant, repurposed Disney Channel programming sent to its own stations and ABC affiliates. The network has chosen to lease out the 3-hour time slot and seek other programming for an agreement to produce a syndicated block. Not for the network, but for each ABC station, as the network was turning the EI responsibility back to local ABC stations. In April 2010 of that year, ABC's affiliate board announced that it had reached a deal and agreement with Litton Entertainment, a production company which produced syndicated programming, including educational programs aimed at children and teenagers, to produce 6 all-new half-hour EI series exclusively for ABC stations for the 2011-2012 season. The block aired for the last time on August 27th, 2011. As a result, ABC Kids was discontinued, kicked the bucket, and it was canceled. In the official discontinuation of children's programming on ABC. Not really. Once again, and ABC is still doing children's programming, but it has to be educational. So Litton Entertainment, which is a production company who made Litton's Weekend Adventures, which began airing on September 13th, 2011. And as a result, ABC discontinued airing animated programming, making it the first network not to air animated series within its children's programming since August of 1992. When NBC discontinued its animation block on Saturday mornings to launch the live-action block TNBC. Seriously, I cannot believe this. That's So Raven, The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, The Emperor's New School, The Replacements of Hannah Montana, aired for the final time. In that time, The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers aired for the last time on August 28th, 2010. Oh wait, it's just it was a Fox Kids rerun. Yeah. Yeah, it just seems like that ABC was the first network to drop children's programming. No, wait, it was the second block. It was the second network to drop a children's block. Fox dropped 4Kids TV because 4Kids Entertainment discontinued it and moved on to the CW. The rest of children's programming on broadcast television continued on during its lifespan in the early 2010s until 2014, when CW, the last remaining of the children's broadcast television who carried the vortex on the CW, has pulled the plug. I personally think it was silly for the big three. I should say the big five. I'm saying the big three, Fox and the CW, to drop children's programming. Maybe they could have made standalone channels, probably, as spin-offs of Saturday morning cartoon blocks. Yeah, so now ABC Kids, I honestly think they should have kept older stuff from the 90s intact as reruns. Yeah. But thankfully, though, older Disney cartoons aired on Toon Disney, a cartoon spin-off focused Disney Channel had aired them. Yeah, the Disney cartoons aired on Toon Disney until 2009. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Litton's Weekend Adventure was discontinued for not too long. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you remember ABC Kids? What do you think ABC could have done to make a successful children's block? Could they make their own original programming? Or Disney could have, updated it again to not let it decline very badly. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, stay tuned.